Welcome to Game of Thrones. I'm Andy Ricera, your guide to the novel and TV adaptations of Game of Thrones. Today, we are dealing with the Mad Queen. But, when saying that, which one do I mean? So many to choose from, don't you think? Some claim Cersei became the Mad Queen when she did this. However, Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir of the Iron Throne, rightful queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, the mother of dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburnt, the breaker of chains, happens to live in the shadows of her family's pyro legacy, and has been nuking people via dragon fire and regular fire for several seasons now. Unfortunately for her, some of those family legacies live larger than she'd care to admit. For Dany, the legacy of her pyromaniac dad lives on in more than just memory. She is the Mad King's daughter. And without even being on the Iron Throne, she's killed more people with fire than her dear old dad. Unlike her father, she doesn't get her jollies by burning people alive. She feels she's righteous in doing so to her enemies, which is no less scarier than her father feeling justified to execute people by his chosen champion, fire. While Aerys Targaryen burned hundreds alive in his throne room, Daenerys has wiped out thousands with her trio of dragons. It starts insidiously. In Season 1, she tied the Lazarene priestess to Khal Drogo's funeral pyre and burned her alive. In Season 2, she torched some warlocks. Not all of them, because since they sent a manticore-filled ball to Dany, in which Barristan Selmy saves her, but she killed at least 2. In Season 3, Dany uses Drogon to torch Astapor. We can assume that hundreds die under her orders to the Unsullied, in addition to all the death by dragonfire. Season 4 has Dany's favorite dragon, Drogon, burn a child alive. She locked up her other 2 dragons, while Drogon flew free. In Season 5, Drogon got huge and killed a couple dozen people in the fighting pits of Meereen. Season 6 has her burning over a dozen khals to death in the Temple of the Dosh Khaleen. And now, with the finish of Season 7, we see Dany using dragonfire like never before, having mowed down thousands with her Dothraki horde and Drogon being used as executioner for the Tarlys. Then, she takes on the army of undead when she launched a rescue of Jon and his team of White Hunters. Why all the violence? Well, you have to take into consideration the atmosphere in which she is raised. She is raised with her abusive brother, Don't Wake the Dragon, who would hit her and touch her inappropriately. We see this in Episode 1. She is married to a warlord whose prime hobbies consist of rape and pillage. She's okay with this. She adapts to their way of life. She is always under threat of the executioner's sword from someone. People are always out to kill her and her dragons. She responds with their violence, with violence of her own. And she excuses it by saying, it's fire and blood. Those are the words of my house, fire and blood. Well, okay, yeah. But that doesn't make you a queen. That makes her no more of a queen than when Cersei blew up the Sept of Baelor. She is unleashing violence upon people. And it's going to bite her in the ass. Remember when Bruce Bolton told his bastard, if you act like a mad dog, they'll treat you like a mad dog. Tyrion and Jon both have to talk her down from the violence she wants to unleash. How messed up is that? So Dany has my nomination for Mad Queen because, I guess it goes with the Targaryen blood. I guess it's a good thing that Jon happens to be half Stark, because that little bit of coldness tempers that fire, I believe.